You were the forefront of Malaysia and China's relationship.
Yes.
What made you decide to actually do that?
Well, I didn't decide. I think the government picked on me. It so happened I was the chairman of the National Chamber of Commerce at that time, being a banker and a trader. And they thought that I would fit in very well with the kind of visit I was leading. And they comprised of many business people drawn from various chambers of commerce. And the idea was somebody who was into politics, yet not in the government. And I was I think picked for that reason.
Wow.
Because when I went to Beijing and the late Mr. Chou En-lai requested for somebody like me to see him at the Great Hall of the People. And when I went, he asked me whether I'm the kind of person that he wanted to meet. So he just fit in the bill, so to speak. So we got on quite well when we were having discussion on the possible direct trade between China and Malaysia. Hitherto we never had direct trade because we were dealing our exports, imports to Singapore, to Hong Kong, to Taipei, and even to Japan, and as far as London, importing things also from those places, or exporting our rubber through London exchange.
So how would you rate now at this moment in time, after so many years being part of this, how would you rate the China and Malaysia relationships right now?
Well, it's 50 years now, and since the start of the diplomatic relations, we have opened the doors. So did China responded by opening the doors, and they were able to export a lot of things that we like to have. And similarly, we also had an entree into China to export all our products, particularly palm oil at this stage, because rubber didn't do so well with the advent of synthetic products. But we have leapt forward with our exports from a few $1 million now. It's gone into billions of dollars.
Wow.
From exports. And in fact, palm oil for us is a new niche because we're able to use China also in this particular case as a place where we could then seize the opportunity to widen the scope of the use of palm oil and oleochemicals and all the other things related to the products produced by palm oil. And I think the market has responded very well.
So Malaysia is doing very well in terms of exporting palm oil to China.
Yes.
So that has helped the relationship between China and Malaysia.
I remember Chou En-lai responded when I said I come not only to explore the possibility of direct trade with China, because we have missed the opportunity a long time ago, but also possibly with this kind of link that we're trying to establish, China could then buy our palm oil. He said, be careful, he said, because we have, at that time, about 1 billion people, he said. Even if the Chinese were to take one drop of palm oil, you're going to be able to meet our demand. You know?
Wow.
He was joking, but it is a very good joke.
Which is also true, because China is bigger than us, far bigger than us. So how can the bilateral trade relationship and economic cooperation improve since China's economy has weakened and importing less from Malaysia? How can it improve?
Well, to me, I think it's just a flux, you know. You may be softening with your exports or imports, as the case may be, depending on the vagaries of the economic climate. But soon I think China, which has got great future in this part of the world, especially in Asia, will come back roaring like a tiger.
Yeah, I would definitely believe that the relationship between Malaysia and China will be much stronger than
Hopefully,
before.
I hope international climatic and political situations don't change.
So are you happy right now with the relationship with China
Well,
and
it could
Malaysia?
improve. That's why we want to deepen the relationship so that we could explore other possibilities.
China being such a big country, I'm sure they have many advancement in technology. What can we learn as Malaysians from them in terms of technology?
A lot of things, like what I hear by the speeches made previous just now, before I came out here. I think there is great possibilities where we could upskill our people and probably have training exchanges so that our people who are skilled could then learn new technology, new ideas in order to inculcate in the kind of ventures that they are undertaking here.
I would assume that one of them is the electric vehicle,
Yes.
right? I mean, the electric vehicle has advanced so much.
Oh, definitely.
So how can we exchange knowledge with China and learn from them? What do you think that Malaysians
I think
can
we're
do?
a novice. We're a novice in this respect. And we didn't know that China has led forward so far.
Yep.
And look at the way they have electrified their transport system, particularly the railway. Before, people in China, we saw the news, had to wait for months to get home for the Chinese New Year. Now it's a matter of time. They just do this automatic ticketing, and they're home, and they're back at work because of this vast improvement to their transport facilities that they have implemented. I think we could learn the trick.
Of course, definitely. Obviously, in any relationship, husband and wife, friends and family, right? There's always challenges. What do you think are the challenges that Malaysians will have, or even people from China will have in terms of relationship?
We hope the country, the world, will continue to be peaceful. But there's always the envy, as I say in my speech. China has developed these capabilities, which we never thought China could achieve that in such a short space of time. But there you are, China is ahead, leading the world, and could possibly become the top economy of the world in no time, because they don't waste. Whereas some of the Western countries, they may enjoy higher standard of living, but I think they're also wasting a lot of things. And we have also got that bad habit. And I think we should discard this and try to conserve, not for ourselves, but for the people following us.
Of course.
And I think China has done very well. They have been very quiet, and we didn't know that they were absorbing a lot of the skills and technology that could be used to rebuild China. And look what they have done. And I think we can learn a lot from them.
Yeah, you actually just answered my next question, was that what can Malaysians learn from China, and I think that you just answered the question. So maybe you can, for the audience, any last words about today's topic about China and Malaysia to our audience here today?
I think we have to have more people-to-people contact so that we can listen to them firsthand. And if there are any shortcomings or misgivings about us, we could then explain what is the causes of this pitfall, as explained by your speakers just now at the forum. They, I think, did it very well to explain why we should be what we are, and try not to leap too far ahead when we are not yet fully advanced in the upskilling of our people and all that. And I think we can go a long way in that relationship. And I think we should be mindful of the fact the technological leap that China has done. And I think it's good for us to learn from the mistakes and the experiences they had gained during these years when China was trying to modernize itself. And I think we should learn well, and we should be able to adapt to all those changes. And we are Asian, and China is part of Asia. And I think there shouldn't be any problem, except there are always people who would like to undo the kind of good relationship that we have. We're not looking purely at one direction, we're looking at all directions. If there are opportunities for a small country like us, why not we explore that possibility for the good of not just us, but all our people and neighbors around the world.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Tan Sri, for your time. I know you've got another agenda to go to. You've got a busy day ahead. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, all the best.
Thank you.